Welcome to Seymour's World. My name is Seymour Kazimirski. We're broadcasting live on ThinkTech Hawaii. Today we are going to have a fun show. We've had a lot of serious shows and there's a lot of serious issues around the world, but today is a day for fun. I am so happy to have as my guests Augie Ray and his daughter Tahiti Rey. Welcome to Seymour's World.
Wonderful. Thank you for having us.
You are both very close to me because you're both musicians and entertainers, and there's so much we have in common. And Tahiti, you are an amazing person. We're going to talk a lot about you. But first we have to talk about the name is the same, right? The Ray is R-E-Y. And you have been around a little longer than your daughter.
I've been around the block a couple of times.
Yeah. So why don't we introduce our audience to you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in New York, born in New York City, Manhattan. My parents are born of Puerto Rican, Cuban, French, Chinese parents, one of each. And I'm just kidding. But yeah, I came to Hawaii in 1969 with a 4-week contract to play music, and I never left. I just love Hawaii. What can I say? You know, I keep missing my plane. Well, it's just a joy to be here. I'm very active, involved in the music scene for the last almost over 50 years, and so here I am. So.
Well, everybody in Hawaii knows you, Augie, because you're Augie Ray, and you perform at so many venues. You go back to the Don Ho days, way back.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what the music scene was then and how it's changed today.
Oh, the way it's changed for me. I mean, I walked down Kalakaua years ago, and boy, it seemed like every door there was another band playing somewhere. You know, this music was everywhere. Like the music scene was exciting, and there's so much live music going on. And I remember, you know, working. The first club that I worked was called Alice's Restaurant, and it was in the Reef Hotel, and we played till about 1 o'clock in the morning, and after that was over, we'd go down and see Don Ho, you know, and he'd have a 1:30 show, and it would go till 3:30 or 4:30 until he wanted to end the night, and that was real exciting. I mean, because I got to meet all the wonderful every entertainer in town went there, you know, so I got to meet and know a lot, and so I met Jimmy. You know, Jimmy and I became very good friends way back then, and Jimmy would come to my show, and I'd come to his show, and then we'd hang out after, you know.
Well, I remember something that Tahiti probably doesn't know, but I had a restaurant called the New York Deli.
I remember.
I know you do. I know you do very well. And Jimmy and you and Don and Dick Jensen and I mean Al. There were so many guys that would come down at 2 in the morning when your gigs were all done, and that was the place to get a pastrami sandwich or a corned beef sandwich,
or a knish,
and hang out. What a great time!
Oh, it's great.
You know, we're boring the audience and all this stuff, or we're making them hungry. I don't know which one it is.
Probably both. Yeah.
Well, would you mind if I switch cameras over to Tahiti?
No,
because
of course not.
she's much more beautiful than you.
What can I say?
By a long shot. Tahiti, you are such an accomplished musician.
Oh,
and before you tell us a little bit about yourself, I have to tell the audience a little bit about what happened last week, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
Last week, Tahiti plays for Make 'Em Smile, and she comes to our hospitals to play for the kids. And she's one of the most wanted musicians. Everybody says, when is that lady coming back with the hair?
With the hair.
They may not remember your name, but it's the lady with the hair. And they love her. And so she was scheduled for last week. And I get a call from her that something happened. She had a pretty serious emergency issue, medical. And I said, Tahiti, don't worry about it. You don't have to come. I'll get another musician. And she says, Seymour, I'm not going to miss those kids. And that is the kind of devotion that this young lady has. So, Tahiti, tell me a little bit about you. Obviously, we know who your dad is.
Yes.
You were born here, or you were born in New York?
I was born here.
Okay.
Yeah, over in what hospital? I don't even remember. All the way out in like
Kahuku.
Kahuku, yeah, Kahuku.
Yeah.
But I was born and raised in Kailua and spent most of my childhood there, and made my way onto this side of the island as an adult. But I'm a Kailua girl at heart, for sure.
And you went to school here too, or did you go to the mainland?
I went to school here. I went to Kahi Elementary. I went to Castle High School and Kalaheo High School in Kailua, and then I also went to UH as well.
And your music career started when and how?
Not as early as I had hoped. Well, I started singing backup for my dad's band, you know, long time ago, and I sang.
How old were you? I'm just curious.
I think I was right out of high school.
Right.
right out of high school. I mean, I'd always sung when I was a child, like in church or with my dad's band. I would get up and sing really badly, and everybody would be like, "Oh, that's so cute and so great," even though it was awful. And then I started singing backup for my dad's band when I was probably about 17 years old. I would sit up there and harmonize and sing backup vocals and sing a song or two of my own. But I was always doing his music, and I got to a point, I think, where I really decided, I'm like, this isn't what I want to do as far as music-wise. I knew that that music made me happier than anything, and I knew it's what I wanted to do. But it was, I was doing his music instead of doing my own.
My music. Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
old
Jazz,
music.
that old stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, and it's funny because
She did it beautifully too.
Well,
by the
no,
way.
I didn't.
She's your dad.
I didn't.
He's your dad.
It wasn't. I watch videos or hear things of me singing back then, and it wasn't awful, but it definitely wasn't good. And I think that the shift for me was actually finding music that I loved, that actually made me find my voice, because I didn't have a real connection to dancey, swingy, fun music, which is what my dad plays and which is my dad's strength, and what he's great at is entertaining and connecting with people through interaction and through dance and through movement. And for me, I wanted to connect with people on a different level. And so what I found that I connected with was really soulful acoustic music. And so I, came to my dad and I said, this is what I want to do. I don't want to stand there and dance around and sing fun little swingy songs. I want to sing acoustic folk music. And my dad was like, what?
Did he even know what you meant at that time?
kind of, but he definitely did not want me to do it at all. And especially at that point, I didn't play the guitar. I didn't really have I hadn't really found my voice yet. And so he was weary of it, I believe, because he was just kind of like, well, what are you gonna sing and how are you gonna do them? And so I just sort of had to tell him, like, just trust me. Like, once I started singing songs that I liked, I think he finally kind of was like, wow, I get what she's talking about. Like, this is what makes her, you can, as a musician, no matter what, if you sing a song you don't like, if you sing a song where your heart's not in it, the audience can tell. And it's, I think that was part of my problem when I started in the music industry, is I didn't sing songs that I connected to, so therefore my voice didn't connect with the music, and it wasn't my best. But now that I sing songs, every song I sing I call it my favorite song, because I don't sing songs I don't like.
Well, what a great entree to the next piece, which is We Want You to Sing.
Okay.
One of the wonderful things about Seymour's World, it's a totally open forum, and you could choose any song that you like. Yeah. But you've teased the audience for the last 3 minutes, and we all want to hear
Okay.
you. So
You know what? I wanted to tell you this though, because
Yes, go
when
ahead.
she's talking here, I'm kind of chuckling underneath my breath, because she's so true. But when she came to me and said, this is what I want to do, Dad. I want to be a singer. We had just come back from New York. I took her to New York we went on Broadway, and she said, I want to be on Broadway. I want to sing then. And she wanted to do all this on her own, and I tried like heck to talk her out of it, because I know how hard it is to be in this industry, in this business, and unless you've got a niche or somewhere, it's really hard to keep, be successful at it. But when I heard her sing, I just, oh my goodness.
This kid's
My heart
got it.
just went, my wife and I would go visit her and see her sing, and every time she'd sing a song, we'd go, you ever heard of that song before? No, did you? No? But look, everybody's singing along with her. And everybody's singing along. We
Everybody
go,
else
well, they
knows the
must be a
song.
popular song.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Tahiti, take it away.
Take it away, honey.
So I'm going to sing a song, actually, Seymour. This is actually a song that I sang when you told the story about Make 'Em Smile this last week. You didn't really get into detail, but I think it's kind of important to explain. I'd gotten a second-degree burn, a really bad second-degree burn on my stomach. Spilled boiling water on myself, which was really smart. And so I had pretty bad second-degree burns on my stomach, and it made moving difficult. It was very painful. My skin, was removed from my body instantly as soon as the boiling water touched my stomach. But my burns were small, but still really, really painful. And my concern was that I wouldn't be able to move around, because we walk around to each of the rooms in the hospital, and having the guitar hit my stomach was really painful. And so they arranged, it was really awesome, everybody and Heather, everybody at the Kapiolani Hospital arranged for me to have a stool that I could sit down on and play for the children. And I knew that it was I needed to push through to be there for those kids, because as much pain that I was in, every time I go, those children are such a blessing to me, and I walk away taking away so much more from it than I've ever given them. I know that because it changes me every time I come back and I leave. The second room that I played for was this little 2-year-old boy who was suffering from 2nd and 3rd degree burns on like 40% of his body. And I can't even, my heart just broke for this child, because not only, I was feeling his pain on a level that, and I thought like how selfish I was to even think that I wasn't feeling well enough to come. And this poor child is in so much pain, you know? And so anyway, for me, I knew that he was the reason why I got up that day and the reason why I made it out. And my heart broke for him. I sang for him while I was crying a little bit, and his parents were really emotional. They had no idea that I had 2nd degree burns as well at that moment. But it was like one of the most special moments I've ever had. I've had a lot of special moments doing Make 'Em Smile, but that one was really, really personal. And this is actually the song that I sang for them, for the parents. And of course, the child was 2 years old, so he didn't really get to pick the song. The parents did. So this is what I sang for them.
Beautiful. Go for it.
What would I do without your smart mouth, drawing me in and knocking me out? I got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pull you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm your magical mystery ride. I'm so dizzy, don't know what it means, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. How many times do I have to tell you, even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. You got all this beating you down. I'm around through every move. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
Wow. That was,
Wow.
what?
Beautiful.
That was just beautiful.
Sorry, a little choked up there. at the end.
Beautiful.
So am I.
Me
So
too.
was
It's like
your
almost
dad.
impossible
I
to
mean,
say
you
and cry
know,
at the same
one of
time.
us has to speak here, but that was just amazing. And the story behind it, Tahiti, is just, it's...
Yeah,
it's
what a
why
beautiful
it's what-
story.
But it's what makes you a beautiful person. That's what it's all about, and I think it's great, just great. Now, both of you being involved in music have received multiple awards. Tell us about the Nahoku Awards. You first.
I was nominated for a Nahuku Hano Award for Contemporary Album of the Year, which was the same thing she
Same
had
thing,
nominated
yeah.
for, which
And
was
we
kind
both
of
lost. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but separate awards, right?
Totally
Oh yeah,
separate.
separate,
Yeah.
separate
Very
years.
different
Yeah. But wonderful for you too, Tahiti.
Yeah, it's such an honor. I mean, just being nominated for the Nahokus is an honor.
Could you tell our audience, because our audience is, a lot of them are on the mainland or around the
The
world. Tell them what
Nahoku
it is.
Hano Hano Awards are Hawaii's version of the Grammys.
The
You know, it's based all Hawaiian musicians and local musicians, and it basically honors all of the people in the industry. And there's an academy of Hawaii recording
Hawaii
artists.
Academy of Recording,
that,
Hara.
Yeah, Hara, that
Yeah.
vote for your spot even to get nominated for and then also vote for whoever wins. But so it's to be nominated, you have to also be
It's a real
voted
honor.
in to,
It's a real honor.
to be nominated.
Yeah.
So it's still a really huge honor, whether you win or you don't. But it's a great thing for
Well, I think
Hawaii.
I don't know how many other father and daughter teams have ever been nominated together, but I just think it's great that,
Yeah, it was really cool.
you know, the two of you have done it together.
She did a recording many years ago called Was it Brown Bags? Is that what that?
Gosh, that was like 20 years
Well,
ago.
I know. It just seemed
So
like
long
yesterday.
ago. Yeah, right.
Of course.
But she recorded a song that I had written, you know, which was
Oh,
really
you're thinking
nice.
of
Wasn't that Brown Bags?
no, you're thinking of the what was it called?
I forgot.
I know. I think I.
It was a very local, you know. It was. They did CDs. They sold them. It was the radio station, TV station. Anyway,
You had a song.
you had to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a contest. It was a contest for
It was
that
a contest.
Habilitat, right? No,
Oh
was it
yeah,
Habilitat?
yeah. It was
a
Habilitat. It
Yeah.
was, yeah. And
or something like that.
then she recorded that song, and
Yeah,
it's
I wrote
called.
a song. I wrote.
Well, we have to go to a short break, but Tahiti, in my earpiece, I'm hearing more. We want more.
More, me
So,
too.
Yeah, me too. Would you mind
Okay.
after we take a break
Yeah, after a
doing
break.
another song?
It's a chicken skin moment, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, for me, it was chicken skin. It was
Go-
just
go- goosebumps, yeah.
yeah. For our audience. Yes. It was just amazing, just the way that that came out. I mean, I've heard you sing a lot, and that has to be one of the best memories I have. Just
Did you recognize the song?
No,
gentlemen?
I did not. Did you? Your dad?
No.
did.
It's like
course
one of the
not.
#1 rate songs on. He knows.
Is
the
it?
song.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
She
you
knows
guys
it.
hear it.
It's-
the audience here knows it.
It's called "All of Me" by John Legend. It's on the radio like every
Oh, yeah.
13 minutes, 10 minutes
John
right
Legend.
now. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
love
one
it.
of it's a beautiful song.
And the way you sang it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We have to take a break. We will be back with Augie Ray and Tahiti Rey after what I think is one of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard. We'll be back in a minute. I'm Seymour Kazimirski at Seymour's World.
I'm Hong Jiang, host for Asia in Review on Tuesdays.
And I'm David Day, host for Asian Review on Thursdays. Both of us broadcast our respective shows at 4 p.m.
And my topics tend to deal with questions related to environment, culture, history, and sometimes human rights.
And my shows tend to be on international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and national security. And you can watch our shows live on the ThinkTech website at thinktechhawaii.com.
And you can also watch us on YouTube or Olalo.
So come join us on Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'm David Day.
And on Tuesdays at 4 p.m., I'm Hong Jiang.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Hi, welcome back to Seymour's World. I'm Seymour Kazimirski. We had an amazing first session here with Tahiti and Augie. They are my guests. It's father and daughter. They're not a team because they play separately and entertain separately. But Augie Ray and Tahiti Rey, they are friends and I would say family right now because it's been so wonderful just to be part of your lives.
We love you. We love you, buddy.
It's been just great. Augie, you do more than music. Tell us a little bit about, I mean, I'm wearing something of yours.
It's one of my pins. Yeah,
Yes,
it's my ER
tell
pin.
us about it, please.
Well, thank you for asking. I was recently voted to be the president of the new Elks Lodge, the Honolulu Elks Lodge, 616, the local lodge. And it's called the Exalted Ruler, you know, and it's same as being the president, CEO. And the wonderful thing about it for me, you know, Seymour, is that it's a very benevolent, charitable, patriotic organization. It does all the things that I've always wanted to do, to be able to give back, you know. It was like when Tahiti first mentioned to me about make them smile, and that was something she always wanted to do, so she was so excited about it. Well, that's how I felt when I became involved with the Elks Lodge. It's always something I've always wanted to do. I'm a veteran, a Navy veteran, Vietnam veteran, and they nominated me to also be our Veterans Chair, our National Veterans Chair. So I got very involved in helping our veterans here in the state of Hawaii. What can I do? What do they have? What don't they have? And how can we help them? And so I was allowed by the Elks Lodge and kind of given free rein to do what I wanted to do. And it was just a wonderful last 2 years being involved in that, getting involved with the whole veterans thing. But we also, our two main charities are the Elks National Foundation and the Major Projects, which we support children with disabilities. We actually pay the salaries of 3 speech therapists for the state of Hawaii who actually go to the homes of children who are in need. And we pay the full salaries of those just because of that, something we care to do. And we give more scholarships to budding students that are looking for scholars that need. Then there's only one person in the world that gives more scholarships than the Elks does, and that's the United States government.
No kidding.
Yeah, so we're the second largest that do. So we're very proud of that. And the other thing we're very proud of is what we do in the community for our children in need, kids who are kind of fall between the cracks, and what we do to support them. And so the Elks Lodge, I don't know if you've been to our lodge, sure. That's right next to the Outrigger Canoe Club. You know, it's a large club, it's a beautiful club. We practically give that club away to the community. I mean, we do more things in the community than most benevolent charitable organizations do, because we're very fortunate to have that location. You know, so I'm just very blessed to be there.
That's wonderful that you're able to give back, Augie. Yeah. I think it's something I do, as you well know, with my organizations. And I think if you are successful and if you want to really leave a legacy for you and your kids, it's to show them that giving back is very important. I mean, look at what your daughter does.
Oh, I know. I know.
She's just fabulous, which is wonderful. Now, who is her manager?
I think it's her dadager.
Her dadager. I knew there was a word.
Actually, you know how it all started, Seymour, when she wanted to get into the music industry and started to be on her own. And when I finally relented and said, okay, you know, I think, God, you've got the talent. You just need to keep working at it and refine it. She says, but I don't want, if you're going to do it, I want to be there to guide you, because there's too many sharks out there, as you know.
Yes.
You know, and so I wanted to at least guide her anybody comes to you and starts telling you they want to do this for you, well, you tell them to talk to your dad, you know. And so that's how I did it at first, you know. But I soon outgrew that thing, and next thing you know, she's taken over, and I'm going, hey, go for it, kid.
So, Tahiti, what has it been like to have what did you call it? A
dadager.
Dadager.
That's her term.
Yeah, that's what I called him from day one. It's been wonderful, you know, in the beginning, especially when I started doing music, just having his connection to the music world initially, and being associated with him got me literally my very first, like, at least got my foot in the door with my very first gig. Otherwise, getting your foot in the door here and into doing it professionally is not that easy.
No.
So I was more, he, got in touch with the booking agent and said, this is my daughter. She's great. Give her a chance. And they tried me out for one night, and that was my very first gig that I ever did. And they hired me after that on a regular basis, and then other people heard me, and then I started doing music full time, and it's been my full time job now for almost 5 or 6 years. I haven't done anything else.
And you have a son?
I do.
Look at that smile on your face.
I
Yes,
know.
yes,
I
yes.
have the best.
He's a sweetheart. I've met him
kid
twice.
ever.
And Grandpa, obviously.
Proud Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 9 years old. His name is Aiden, and he is the light of my life.
Does he play? Does he? Is he
He
interested
actually
in
knows
music?
how to play the guitar, like just a few chords. He's had a few lessons. He loves to play the drums, actually.
Oh, good.
Loves to play garage band. Loves to sing. He's just. There's nothing this kid isn't good at.
Got the most beautiful green eyes. He's adorable.
Pro golfer.
Going to be a golfer, I hope.
Oh yes, by the sound of it.
Top
No,
scorers in his school class, and he's just.
Yeah, he's amazing.
the family. I remember once you told. I think you were up at our house and you said, "I have 10 children," and I looked at you and I said, 10 children? You really do have 10 children.
Yes, I
Can
do.
you tell us how did all this 10 children? How
did I get 10? Oh, you don't want to really know.
We're going to have to do that.
When I do mention that to people, they always go, "What?"
Yep.
But once you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4. Hey, it's cheaper by the dozen. So.
Well, and how many grandchildren?
22.
22.
And 1 great granddaughter just born a couple of months old
But one thing
now.
that's very interesting, you are so musical, and Tahiti is so musical. Of all of the 10 children,
That's what's amazing to me. And absolutely, obviously, I feel blessed just having the 10 children and having the family that I have. But to have 1 child out of 10 to be an entertainer, to follow in my footsteps, was a blessing to me. And it turns out it was the last one.
isn't that amazing?
She's
the
my
other
youngest.
baby.
He's my youngest,
The
the
baby.
baby. Yeah.
The favorite.
I don't
We should
know
hear-
if your brothers and sisters are watching this show. That may not work, but
You can just edit that part out.
today you're the favorite.
She plays piano too, by the way. She
I
does
didn't
that
know
very
that.
well. Yeah.
Wow. Tahiti, I keep hearing in my ear more music. So could we hear another song? Is
Sure.
it possible?
I'm gonna do one. Hopefully you'll recognize this one. Do you know who Rod Stewart is?
Yes, Rod
Okay.
Stewart. I know. Now
Finally,
we're talking.
we got
Now we're-
one.
That's my generation.
Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath. I'm still standing here, and you're miles away, and I'm wondering why you left. And there's a storm that's raging through my frozen heart tonight. I hear your name in certain circles, and it always makes me smile. I spend my time just thinking about you, and it's almost driving me wild. And it's my heart that's breaking down this long distance road tonight. But I ain't missing you at all. Missing you since you've been gone away. I ain't missing you at all. Missing you. No matter what my friends say, there's a message in the wires, and I'm sending you a signal tonight. You don't know how desperate I time you go away, you take a piece of me. I ain't missing you.
Wow. Everybody here is just, we're in Jewish, we have an expression, it's called kvelling. We're kvelling because it is just so beautiful. I mean, it's just fabulous, fabulous, Tahiti. We have to, oh, hold on, I'm hearing something in my ear. More. Well, we're going to, we have to have a break. And then after the break, we only have one short set. If you could do one more song for us after, would you mind, Augie, that
no, I'd
she
love
steals
to hear
the
it.
stage
Well,
from us?
She's done it all my life, so what the heck.
Well, I think it's
I love it. Thank you very much.
She's just beautiful. Yeah. It's hard for me to talk because that music is just. It just gets to me. Anyway, I'm Seymour Kazimirski at Seymour's World. We'll be back with Augie Ray and Tahiti Rey in a minute. Thank you.
I'm Jay Fidel. That's Sharon Moriwaki of the Hawaii Energy Policy Forum. And every Wednesday we have Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy. We've been doing it for some time now, and we have some fantastic guests on there, unbelievable guests who give us insight into what is going on in a very complex, sometimes very confusing, sometimes very disappointing area of progress in the state. So we love doing this. We love meeting them. We love talking to them. We love having their ideas out on the table. So maybe, just maybe, we can all make some sense of what's going on. Sharon, what do you think?
I think that's absolutely correct. We enjoy ourselves meeting with all these people and hearing about the energy and the state of clean energy, and hopefully we advance clean energy for the state. So it's terrific. Join us.
Okay, it's every Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday is Energy Day. Every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, here on ThinkTech Hawaii. We'll see you there.
Hi, welcome back to Seymour's World. I'm Seymour Kazimirski, and I told you at the beginning this was going to be a very special show. Augie Ray and Tahiti Rey are with me, and you've got, I want to say the young and the old of music. It's really...
The yin and the yang, or something
whatever,
like that.
whatever we call it. It's been such a wonderful, wonderful time, and especially Tahiti with your music. It's been great. But we have to give you some time too, Augie. So how about showing us some of your pictures?
You don't have to. Really.
Yes, I have to. Let's see some of your pictures, Augie. Oh my God, who is that?
Oh, I did that for actually Hawaii 5-0. That was years ago. Just a promo picture for that, you know.
You haven't gained an ounce.
Sure. Yeah. Well, you know, good photography, photo shoot. You know,
Photoshop.
Yeah. Like. Yeah, the same thing. That's for Kaiser.
That's part of Hawaii 5-0. Wow. Yeah. Oh.
Kaiser promo. That's a Kaiser thing I did, and
beautiful shot.
Just show stuff, you know.
Oh my God.
That's one of my New Year's Eve entertainment shots, you know. I showed off a tux to show I did have a tux, you know.
Yes, yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Now, who's in that group?
Oh, that's Bobby King on my left there, and Dennis Grau on the right. Both of them used to be with the Lees. Remember Don Ho's backup band?
Course,
and then they went on their own and did their shows. And Dennis Grau was Don's musical director for the last 13 years of Don's life. And then
look at those Aloha shirts. Look how wild they are.
Wow.
Aren't they awful?
Yeah.
I mean, awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
not
that's
awful,
what I
but awesome. Now, I think we have a video too, don't we?
I do. You do. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if we can bring up that
I did
video.
that show with Andy Bumatai.
Yes.
Andy's
yes.
show. It's called Nightline or Nighttime. Nighttime.
Here it comes.
Nighttime.
Thank you, Richard. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Nighttime. And you know, if you've spent any time in Hawaii at all, then you know the name Augie Ray. He's been a fixture here at not only the Outrigger, but many other venues around Hawaii. And I tell you something, he's not only the father of 10 and the grandfather of 17, but he played the Apollo when he himself was just 13 years old. Please help me welcome Mr. Augie Ray.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? 'Cause you'll find your fortune falling all over town. Make sure your umbrella is upside down. Save it for a package of sunshine and flowers. Oh, if you want the things you love, you gotta what? You must have showers. And so, when you hear it thunder, don't run under the tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Oh yeah! Everybody sing with me now, ready? Go! Pennies from heaven, you got it. Everybody ready? Go! Pennies from heaven. Find your fortune falling all over town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Save it for a package of sunshine and flowers. 'Cause if you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. 'Cause there'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody, goody. You met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody, goody. You gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it in little pieces. So now, how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody, and you think that love is a barrel of dynamite. Oh, hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody, goody for him, goody, goody for him, goody, goody for me, goody, goody for me. I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. Left shoulder, go. Goody, goody. Okay, now the other left. Hey, goody, goody. You gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. Well, he broke it in little pieces. Baby, how do you do? So you lie awake singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. Oh, you think that love is a barrel of dynamite. Ooh, 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 hooray and hallelujah. You had it coming to ya. Goody, goody for him, goody, goody for him, goody, goody for me, goody, goody for me. I hope you're satisfied. He's gonna take you for a ride. Well, I hope you're satisfied. You rascal, you.
Wow. You really could sing.
I could. I
You weren't
told
kidding
you. I
me.
told you.
You really could. And what about those shoulder movements?
I know
and all that
that's
stuff?
the one I like the best.
Oh, look, and your daughter's got it too. She's got it too.
I always tell them, do the left shoulder, and they all go left, and I say, okay, now the other left.
My dad's quite a comedian.
Yes, of course he
I
is.
inherited a little bit of your sense
She
of
did.
humor.
Yes, she did.
But you know, that's part of what the allure of a good entertainer is. You have to be able to go with the flow and the audience and all that stuff.
Make them smile.
Make them smile. That's the idea.
It's the whole
behind it,
idea.
right?
You know?
That's right. Now, can we show a little clip of Tahiti singing?
Oh, this I love this clip because it was done at the PBS, Pacific
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
And it was a theater in the round, and we had a big, beautiful grand piano, and her accompanist played the piano and did one of her original songs called "You Give Me Butterflies." The song that she got nominated for the Nahoko was for this song.
Okay,
and
cool.
So you
Let's
like
do
it. It's called "You Give Me Butterflies."
Here we go.
When you touch my skin, your fingertips, they feel like heaven. Oh, when your soft lips, I'm free to be just me. And smile so playfully, I feel a flutter inside. When you kiss my cheek, my knees get weak, like a little girl being sung sleep by a lullaby. I close my eyes. You give me butterflies. You give me butterflies. If for all my dreams came true, you'd be here with me to hold me closer, oh, tenderly. I can taste you on my breath.
Tahiti, I'm sorry I had to cut it off because everybody wants to hear you live.
Of course.
So if you don't mind, tell us about what that was and tell us what you're going to be doing for us.
This next song I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a song, you requested this one. You were asking what other charities or things that I'm involved with. Another one that's a charity that's really close to my heart is a charity called the ARIA Foundation. And the ARIA means giving it's a voice or an aria, right?
Giving a voice to.
And so it's a charity that gives a voice to children that are victims of child trafficking. They help orphans. They bring clean water to villages and all over the world. And I've partnered with them. I've done a few events for them, and as well as I wrote them a theme song called Aria. And I'm going to sing that one for you guys.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, and I know everybody is telling me here, can we extend it? Can we extend it? No, we can't extend it. So we're going to ask you to sing this one song to
If you have to cut me off, that's fine.
Oh, no, you're actually going to take us out, which is beautiful. But let me say thank you to Augie for coming. And
thank you for having us.
You guys have just made my day. You really have. It's been such a wonderful broadcast. I mean, sometimes we talk about very serious things and all sorts of stuff that's happening around the world, but isn't it nice once in a while just to sit and play and talk music and let everything else go by and have fun.
Are you going to give everybody our websites and all that?
Yes, that'll be on the air.
AugieRay.com. It's really hard.
Absolutely.
But you can hear more, like it connects, same thing, or also through the Make 'em Smile, and then the connection to the ARIA Foundation, the song I'm going to take you out with, is also on my website.
Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say thank you for watching today. It's been a very, very special day for me. I'm Seymour Kazimirski at Seymour's World on ThinkTech Hawaii. Go ahead, Tahiti.
Dirty fingernails, the system's failed. He goes to sleep, his tummy growling, never held, never read a fairy tale. In dark, when no one cared, suddenly they appeared. Aria, storms rage, you're the light breaking through with love. Aria, the choice to be your voice. Only 8 years old, and her body's sold. Never danced in the rain, all she knows is pain and the men that have stolen her soul. In dark, when no one cared, suddenly they appeared. Storms rage, you're the light breaking through with love. In hope, we make the choice